First time I was terminated, I cried. This time, I was more angry because I'm like, they're doing it to me again. My whole world was just spinning in circles. I could not believe this was happening to me.
Amazon is pretty much trying to crack down on the union supporters. Ever since we won our election in April, the workers have been treated worse than prior to the election. There's been a lot of firings, a lot of workers are getting mistreated.
Amazon fired me for the first time was for TOT, which is called time off task. I was a packer. We would get merchandise on the conveyor belt in a tote, and we'll pull it to our station. Whatever the items that are in there, we pack them individually or multiple packing. Basically, it was a very slow day. The totes were going at a slow pace. I'm like third to the end of the line. No totes were reaching to where I was at the end. So it looks like I'm basically not doing nothing. But that wasn't the case. I got fired and I appealed it. I made my point and they rehired me back with all my back pay. One of the managers asked me to go to a different department. I said, no, I don't want to. The circulation in the air quality is very poor, it's very hot, and there was a high number of COVID cases in that department. And I said to the manager, I choose not to go to that department. Now, he got upset. Now I went to the vice president, Derek. I told him about the matter. Me and Derek walked back to the manager, same manager who said I had to go, and he said, oh, you're bringing your lawyer now?
I'm a worker at the end of the day. I'm an Amazon worker just like Sharon is. So clearly I'm not a lawyer. Obviously they know I'm a public figure as far as the ALU goes in the facility. So I feel as though after that moment, I feel like that's when they really said, okay, we need to find a way to get rid of Sharon.
I definitely felt targeted. When I got the new managers, I think they knew what happened before. That's number one. Then my affiliation with the union.
She's been very vocal about getting other colleagues involved with the union, which she did. She's helped pass out food in the break room.
Because of the fact that I got fired the first time, I felt this is important to me to join the union so that this doesn't happen to nobody else. This conference was very helpful, very knowledgeable. It gave me motivation. I want this union now to be enforced. I didn't get a chance because it's like right after I was fired. 3 days later. How coincidental is that? A manager by the name of JP, he approached me and he said, we need to go to HR. And I said, what happened? About what? He said, he has no clue. I go downstairs with him to HR. There's an HR representative and he says to me, we see you have 6 write-ups. I said, huh? 6 write-ups? When was this? So he gave me the dates of all the write-ups. And I said, this is news to me. No one never told me.
When you get write-ups, Amazon's policy is that they come to you and they tell you that you have a write-up. And you have to acknowledge that you have this write-up. But what I've been noticing is that workers have been finding out that they have 6 write-ups. If you get 6 write-ups within a year, then you're terminated automatically.
I am aware, and I know the policies, that if it escalates to 5 or 6, you're going to be terminated. I wouldn't never let it escalate that far. A manager is supposed to come to you and say to you, hey, listen, this is the situation. This is what you're doing wrong. You give me a warning. I kept on emailing them, because I can't come back in the building. I'm banned from coming inside. 5 days later, and somebody emailed me back from HR and said, your appeal is today at 7. And I said, are you kidding me?
Traditionally, the appeal process is pretty much like an actual court case. Like you'll be in a room and they'll have like a jury, they'll go over whatever documents that you have. Then you'll have a chance to plead your case that the firing was unjust. For Sharon's appeal, it was through Zoom. You don't have other people there. It's just y'all two, your word against theirs.
Okay. Dear Sharon, on June 25th, 2022, you made Amazon aware of your intention to file an appeal of employment termination through Amazon's appeal process. Thank you for giving your opportunity to hear your concerns. All decisions were applied properly and consistently in this case. As such, your employment termination is upheld. This concludes the appeals process. This decision is final and binding. We wish the best of luck with your futures endeavors. That was it. That was it. I cried when I was home. I cried. I cried because I said, they did it to me again. They did it to me again, but this time, I didn't win. So I felt like a failure, being honest with you. Just felt devastated. Devastated.
You have to wait 90 days to get your job back. Right now, what we're doing is we're having an actual fund for workers who get fired. We also have a GoFundMe for her right now.
They said they want to do a GoFundMe. And I said, no. Please, no. Because if anybody knows me, I have my pride. I don't like asking anyone. But they spoke to me and they heard me crying and they said, Sharon, let us help you. Let us help you. You're on our team. You're one of our supporters. Let us help you.
This is New York. You're not going to keep people down for too long. Eventually they're going to build that courage and they're going to fight back. And moving into 2023, I feel like it's going to be full on out union support in JFK.